Factsverse presents. Mom visits her son at school and is furious by what she sees. You know what we'd like to see? We'd like to see you click that like button before we get into the rest of this video. And also, if you've not subscribed already, be sure to do so and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Many schools give students detention if they are late to school, if they disrupt the class, or maybe if they break school rules. And this is something most parents understand. When a child misbehaves, they need to be taught a lesson. Unfortunately, there are some schools that take things a bit too far, and that was the case when a mom visited her son in the school lunchroom. She saw what teachers had done and was outraged. Hunter Camello was late for school again, and his mother knew that he was going to be in trouble. This would be his third offense, and his mother knew that he would likely get detention. Unfortunately, the punishment created by the teacher left his mother heartbroken and angry, and she wasn't the only one. Hunter was a first grader at Lincoln Elementary School in Grant Pass, Oregon. On the day the 6-year-old was late, he was in tears because he knew that he'd be getting into trouble for being late. His mother, Nicole, was sure that her son would be sent to detention. While Nicole understood that Hunter would have detention, she decided to use her lunch break to go check in on her son. She wanted to make sure that he was going to be okay. When Nicole got to the school and saw their version of detention, she was ticked. The teachers had forced him to sit at a table by himself. They even put a cardboard divider in front of his face so that he would feel a sense of shame. And that wasn't the worst part. They also put an overturned cup in front of him with the letter D. Nicole wasn't sure if that meant detention or dunce. Either way, it was awful. The table was the first one when you walk into the cafeteria. Nicole assumed that they did this to make an example of her son. As students filed into the cafeteria, Hunter was the first person they would see. When Nicole asked what was going on here, she was told that they use this type of detention so that students can use their lunch period to catch up on the work they missed by being late without being distracted. Nicole wasn't buying that. Hunter was only a few minutes late, so he couldn't have missed that much work. Since he actually didn't miss anything, he was told to study a book. While Nicole was angry at the way the school was treating her son, just the fact that he was being shamed by his friends, that was enough to make her furious. What made her even angrier was that it was her fault that her son was late, not his. She suffers from osteoporosis, which weakens her bones and causes a great deal of pain. Every morning, getting around and even into the car is a struggle for her. Her medical condition wasn't her only issue on this day that Hunter was late either. She drove a Dodge Durango, and it wasn't the most reliable vehicle. Since she didn't have the money to fix it, her car was untrustworthy. Since Hunter's dad took the more reliable car to work, Nicole was forced to drive the Dodge to take Hunter and his little sister Savannah to school every day. When Nicole posted pictures of Hunter's detention on her Facebook page, it got the attention of a local radio station host named Bill Meyer. When he saw the post, he wanted to talk about it on his radio show. He said that the little boy was being punished for something that was not in his control. He said that he was reporting the story to keep it from happening again to Hunter or any other child. Bill was asked by ABC News why he chose to cover this particular story on his radio show. He said that when he sees an unjust school policy, the school should be called out on it. This is especially true since Hunter was late not by his own actions, but because the family car wasn't running well. After Bill told Nicole's story, he contacted a friend who owned an auto repair shop. She had some first-hand experiences of Nicole's situation because her own child had gone through the same thing at school. Well, as a result, she offered Nicole $500 worth of free vehicle repairs. The problem was the car wasn't even worth that much. Fortunately, the auto shop owner took a call from a repo company who offered to help. They donated a Chrysler Town & Country van to the family. Many people in the community wanted to help out, too. The family got gas cards, free oil changes, and vouchers for local restaurants. Fortunately, the story prompted the school to change their disciplinary measures as well, so no one will have to be in that same position that Hunter was in. What would you do if you were the parent of this child? How would you have reacted? Tell us in the comments below and subscribe for more.